Hey, how's it going? This is Kenny with Keller Williams Realty. Checking in with the weekly video. Hope everybody had a happy new year. Getting back to work this week, and it piled up between, I guess, Christmas and New Year's, and got a big pile of work waiting. But that's a good thing to secure that check and everything like that. This week, I wanted to do a little demonstration. I've been doing demonstrations like the last few weeks. Last week I ran through Home Partners program. The week before that I can't remember what I showed people how to do how to look for sale by owners. So if you didn't check those out, check those out. Those videos from the last 2 weeks. This week I want to just go through a simple mortgage calculator. This is bankrate.com, pretty well known site. But most lenders have like a mortgage calculator. Like I know Quicken Loans has it, and whoever your bank probably has a mortgage calculator. A lot of them have sell mortgages and lenders. There's other ones, but bankrate.com is pretty well known site. So I'm gonna go through here and play around with some of the numbers and just kind of give you an idea of what you can expect for a mortgage calculation. So here, this is just like the pre-populated numbers. So say if you were to look for a house for 330,000, it's saying based on this criteria that your payment would be 1440. So if you were able to get the rate of 3.31%, 30-year, most people are doing that. If you put down 20%, let's change some of this though. So this criteria gives you 1440, and we don't really know what this is going to be. This is monthly. This is how is my monthly payment calculated. So yeah, the principal and interest homeowners. So that's guessing that this is going to be that much per month. So you could plug that in if you knew that for your local area, like what the taxes were, what that homeowner's insurance is going to be. But let's use some different numbers here. So let's take this down to like 5%, because a lot of people are not putting in, so look at the difference in payment. So it really does make a difference in your payment if you put a pretty sizable down payment. And 20%, that's kind of from the old school, what people used to do back in the day, save up a whole year or whatever. A lot of people are not doing that now, but it is good to get that equity up front, and equity meaning the part that you own. So if you put down 20%, you own that much. You're going in right away and saying, okay, I'm paying down the principal. I'm not even going to finance this piece. So 330 minus 66, I don't know what that math is. You probably end up somewhere around 250, financing 250 instead of 330 really. So that kind of gives you an idea. So let's go back to 5. So 1400, and then if you go to 5%, it's 1600. So that gives you an idea of what you're going to expect. But let's keep it around 5%. FHA loan is required 3.5% down. A conventional loan is required 5% down. Most people do the minimum. Some people do pay more. 30 years is basic, around 3%. You could expect that. Let's go down to 250. Let's go 250. Slider. Oh, you can put it in. I was about to say, it's hard to hit the exact number. Okay. So, and this gives you an idea of what you can expect. 5%. Okay. So if you're at 250, you want to buy a house for 250, you have to, see what your interest rate with your lender would be. But at 5%, that's 12,000 down. So that gives you an idea of what you need to save. That's kind of like a baseline, like at least this much. But 250, 1,200 a month. I'm hearing people with apartments that are 15, 18 a month right now. So $250,000 house, you know, and that just kind of shows you, what you can afford. And play around with this mortgage calculator. Say if you wanted to hit like a certain amount. Let's play with the amount. I've only someone earlier told me they were looking for an apartment for $1,000. So if we can get it there, so $1,000, $1,000 that would get you, just under $200,000 house. So think about this when you're renting, and $1,000. I felt like that was kind of low in this market. Like I hear people say 1,200 all the time. You need to save up around 10 grand, but you could be on track to actually owning something, and whatever that 1,200, $1,000 rental is, he's probably not going to be up to the standard of a $200,000 house that you're about to own. So I just wanted to throw that out there, and you can play around whatever you feel comfortable with. Say if you were, and pay, what is it, 800. Someone told me the other day 800, so you'd be around 150. Um, you know, say I can't go no more than 2,400. 2,400. Um, you know, that's a pretty decent house. And think about what kind of rental that would get you, and what kind of house that would get you, as far as buying it and as far as renting it. Um, so that's just something to think about. Go to Bankrate and play with their calculator, or go wherever and play with their calculator. But it's pretty cool just to see that, and it's really empowering when you see the numbers right in front of you. Like, this is math. You know, get your lender to back this math up too. You play around with it yourself, then talk to a lender and see, like, kind of compare notes with them. Like, okay, well, I'm looking around 2,400 a month. Can I get a house for 470,000? Oh no, well, given the interest rate is going to be, 3.4, given your credit. Okay, well, maybe that brings you down to, 471 or 2,400. So, like, kind of do your stuff beforehand, and then take it to the lender, like, to bless it. Um, that's just a little bit of advice, and so that's what I want to talk about this week. I hope that added some value. If you have any questions about calculating your mortgage or whatever, please feel free to reach out. And also check my newsletter. I have lender information, and feel free to reach out to the experts. Anyone in your bank branch, I'm sure, can help you with, or the lenders that I have, or lenders that you heard of. They do this all day, every day, so they can kind of make the math work for you, and try to figure out what your direction is, and at least make that roadmap. That's what I always tell people. That's why it's always the first call to the lender. So you see, what is my comfortable payment? What kind of house could I get with that? What kind of down payment? Meaning, how much do I have to bring out of pocket? How much do I have to save up? And that's powerful information. But thanks for tuning in.